Hi, I'm Ruhm, and I am Energy BodyTech, and I'm here to tell you a little bit about me and why I'm unique in my field. So, I feel that my job is to evaluate both a bit of mind, of course, a lot of body structure, and the reason I call myself a body tech is because I feel that it's my goal to get you to tune into your body, to do that evaluation, do some work, but also give you the tools you need to make sure that your body is running as it should, as a high performing machine, which it truly is, to help guide you and carry you through the rest of your days. The reasons I feel that I am unique is that I have a strong empathy for many types of pain. I have been through a lot in my life. That history includes an early, not recognizable at the time, form of extreme anxiety from the time I was 5 years old, being I was an expert BMX racer, and having a lot of pressure put on me to perform on a regular basis and to always work hard, harder than probably necessary. I've had a lot of anxiety in my life. That's kind of built up. I played other sports as well, and I had an ACL reconstruction during that period of time, which I of course had to rehab through. I have also had a shoulder injury, which I've rehabbed through. I had a heart attack at 27 years old, which I think is fairly rare for somebody with my age, as well as really truly brought on 100% by stress and anxiety, which I put on myself, and I understand that now. So my goal is to be here to build you some trust, and know that I've had to learn to care for both myself, and I've also cared for many of my elders pretty much my entire life. So I have a unique experience in that. I've also had bilateral carpal tunnel release, so I know what the pain of nerves and waking up with tingly fingers and shoulders feels like. Since having that release, I've actually done really well. I feel good about it. I have also, over time, let that anxiety get to me and develop some fibromyalgia. And for those of you who deal with fibromyalgia, I can tell you that I sincerely not only feel your pain, which I still do on a regular basis, but I also know and understand where it comes from and can really give you some insights on how to have some tools to alleviate some of that pain and make some true progress, and fairly quickly for some people. So a little bit about my education. I started very early working, for family. I started really early working. I couldn't wait to get my work permit from school so that I could actually get a real job and go out and make some money. I've done everything from selling ladies' shoes at a sports store to my first mall job, which was working at a vitamin shop. So I learned really early, about 16, 17 years old. I got into supplements, and I was heavy as a kid, so I wanted to fix myself and got into college. Took my first Health 101 class and realized, holy crap, I knew nothing, and I wanted to be able to educate as many people around me as possible. That led me into the gym, which got me really interested about body and function and anatomy. Continuing school at the same time, I became a personal trainer. I've been a personal trainer for over 20 years at this point. I started very early. I started when I was 19. I have been in some of the biggest gyms in the nation, from Southern California. I moved here to East Tennessee in 2004, 2005. So I'm looking at quite a significant time living here in the area. I actually took 100 hours of massage when I was in my early 20s and feel like truly I'm going back to my 20s and my self-discovery, and a time when I was only taking care of myself. I am now learning to be able to do that at this point as well. And those things include everything from breath work, yoga, meditation, to physical exercise and corrective exercise, and learning to be conscious of who I am, where I am, and how I feel. And I truly do feel that my job is to help you become more conscious in all manners of things. The way you eat, the way you look at life, the way you feel, and how you can change those things just through simple thought process. I would say that I have been lucky enough to start my career in personal training very young and started with a very good education. I went to San Diego State, where I studied kinesiology, which is the study of movement. And of course, there's a lot of anatomy there. I had gotten some anatomy in junior college. I got a lot more as I went back to school here not too long ago for massage therapy. And in that process, really got to dig deep and understand a bit more. What most people don't understand or don't know is that when I went to San Diego State in 1998, 1999, it was one of the first years that kinesiology was recognized as a science. That was the science of exercise. Whereas when I first started school, physical education really truly was an art form, because it was more about the teaching of physical exercise and getting people to do it, students, young people, etc. So physical exercise as a science is still fairly new to us. You know, the last 20, 25 years, actually understanding the science, and you'll hear the term gym science a lot. And that was all just, you know, the guys that were doing it hardcore and, you know, doing their trial and error for the most part. Now we know a lot more about what's necessary and the mechanisms on how things work. So from that perspective, I'm definitely unique both in the area, and I would say it's pretty hard to find a massage therapist that has a personal training background and understands the balance of those things. And they definitely have a unique knowledge of anatomy based on that stuff, including National Academy of Sports Medicine, again, where I got my first certification. And their whole purpose in even having their own degree program is to do corrective exercise. So as taking both their personal training certification, taking the National Strength and Conditioning Association certification, also with National Academy of Sports Medicine, having corrective exercise, doing the stretching and flexibility coaching. I've gained a lot of knowledge on making sure people are balanced and have the ability to give you a lot of corrective exercises. Owning my own gym and running my own facility, managing trainers, working for big gyms, I've learned a lot about, you know, what people need and what motivates them. So my goal is to help all that happen. After moving to Knoxville in 2007, I moved to Johnson City, where I actually got to continue some education, being a standardized patient working for ETSU. Doing that job was incredible, having the ability to be in and around and teach communication to doctors and helping to educate them on the ways to approach people and how to listen was a very big opener for me to learn how to communicate with my own clients. I even tattooed on my arm, tell me more, because if you ever go to a physician or if you go to a psychologist, you know, their job is to sit and listen. And the more I sit and listen, the more information I'm going to get to understand what your true needs are. So I am going to be one of the few people I feel that will take the time to sit with you when you first come in and really get to understand probably where the source of most of your pains come from, as well as have more information on how to help you get to where you want to be based on that information. I took my 550 hours of massage in North Carolina. There are a lot of hoops to jump up through. As a male, I feel like I kind of get singled out every once in a while. We're scrutinized a little bit more, which I understand with a lot of people can be an issue working with a male. But again, having over 20 years of personal training and working with women and stretching, I've worked with all kinds of bodies that you can ever think of. So I look forward to making you as comfortable as possible. I use a heated table for those people who need it and need that warm up. I also love using the weighted blanket for those people who enjoy that. It gives you a sense of calm and a sense of security that you might not get other times when you get into a massage. I truly believe that the set and setting of where you are and what you're going through is very important. Environment in general is very important. And I've preached that pretty much from day one of being a personal trainer. I've worked with people in their homes before, and I will tell you that the people who get the most results are people who create or put themselves in an environment, and that goes for everything. You know, whether it's your studies or whether it's your exercise, put yourself in an environment that is conducive to the goals that you're trying to get to. So creating an environment here with the right music, again, the weighted blanket, the heated table, and feeling confident and secure in who you're working with is super important. So I'd love to be that person for you. I have spent a lot of time, again, with the fibromyalgia and understanding myself, studying anxiety, and just know that there are so many tools that you can use and so many ways that you can start to measure your anxiety if you don't understand it, or if you don't know it, or if you don't realize that you even had it, which is my case. I truly didn't understand that my anxieties were coming from the fears of the future. And I just want to make sure that you have breathwork tools, that you have measuring tools like HRV, that you understand how important diet is, that you understand how harmful alcohol can be, and that you're using things like yoga and meditation and general consciousness to connect to yourself. I love and am open to talking to you about all of these things, and one of my favorite things to talk about is the connection between science and the whimsical. And I truly believe that when you understand a little bit more about the quantum world and quantum physics, which is totally crazy and upside down world, it makes a total connection between those two things, the science and the whimsical. And I would love to be able to have those conversations, because I will go down the rabbit hole with anybody on those topics. My thirst for knowledge and my desire to serve you, you know, if I had the opportunity to do this 100% free and be in a space where I was just serving people and helping people, that would be my ultimate goal. I believe that I can do that and will do that in my future. But as it stands right now, do need to make an income, but I will always make sure that I can find a way to fit it in your budget if it's something that you truly need and truly want and don't have a form or way to do that. So I just want you to know that you can reach out to me anytime. I highly appreciate you sitting through this entire video, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Have a great day, and namaste.